Hello and welcome back to the channel, and here we go with another beer chat, another beer review. And basically, I said I was going to slow it down after Oktoberfest, but it doesn't seem to be slowing down all that much. Well, anyway, today the reason I'm down here now is because I've been over to another one of the bottle shops that I really like, over at Market Harborough in Leicestershire. Whilst I was over at Market Harborough, of course, I picked up a few more beers, and one of them was this Wiper and True. Now, I looked at this can and I've not even heard of this brewery. So I thought Wiper and True, is that actually a brewery? It's got to be. So I've researched them and they're actually in Bristol. So of course, found them on Instagram, followed them. And this is Pomona Island. So I don't know whether Pomona Island, is it a collaboration? I'm not sure. I've literally come down here and I thought I'll just do one of these beers that I've bought tonight, get it on the channel, and you'll see it as you go, really. So yeah, so I've got myself one of my new sort of glasses that I quite like, and we'll get this beer open and we'll get it into this glass. Now, I am really thirsty. The job that I'm doing at the minute is so dusty. I am wearing a mask and all that. I'm being nice and safe, but even so, it gets in your skin. It gets in your hair. Well, it gets on my scalp. It really itches. It's unbelievable. But yes, so a nice refreshing beer coming the way. Now this looks very, very similar. If you watch me doing the Superfly beer that's just gone up, orangey, this looks very much the same. Lovely snowy white head. I can almost see by that head as well, this is going to be a very nice, soft, lovely mouthfeel. Now, what is this actual beer? It is a pale ale coming in at 5.5%. So it's really fresh for me. I don't know the brewery, so we're discovering the brewery. Plus Pomona Island, I've just sort of fell in that this must be a collab. And you'll see it as you go. Nice little sunshine in the horizon there. So anyway, let's have a sniff of this beer. I wonder if it's going to be that orangey, tropical orangey sort of fruits like we had the other day. Oh, that is that's very tropically. That's very fruity. So yeah, very fresh smell. I can tell this is going to be smooth. I can see it. Right, I'm going to dive in because then I can get some more of these aromas. Cheers, everybody. Let's see what this. I'm looking forward to this. It's going to quench the thirst. Oh yes, there's a little bit of that orangey zest in there. Tasting some typical tropical fruits in there. Typical. A little bit danky as well. A little bit sort of like bittery as well. For a pale ale, that is quite bitter, which I like. But when it's refreshing as well to go with that bitterness and got a malt balance. Very tropical, quite fruity, as in like when I say tropical, that's what I mean, but fruity as in grapefruity, fresh fruit in there, really sort of like freshly squeezed fruit. Like it's just been squeezed in there, actually. A little bit of orange. Yeah, there's a nice grapefruity bitterness in there as well. Very subtle, very nice, very smooth as well. I am liking, just lately, seem to be having a few beers that have got a very nice, smooth, quite natural texture to them, which I'm really, really enjoying at the minute. So I don't know whether or not what that is really down to. I do get the feeling where I'm getting to the stage now where I can actually, and now I've really delved into different types of beers and really getting around, I can actually sort of like pick out water quality, if you know what I mean. I mean, beer is what, 90% water, that it is. And you can really tell when you've got like a nice smooth finish on the beer. I do think it's down to, a lot of it is down to water as well, I really do. Now, if these guys are in Bristol, where is the water sort of coming from? Are they getting it, and are they doing their own sort of like chemical changes to it? But that's got quite a nice, very nice, soft mouthfeel. I will say it's nothing that's making me go wow. It's nothing that's going whoa, like I had the other night that blew me away. The beer I had the other night. This is a 5.5%, fairly standard pale ale, I'd say, but a good quality one. You know, it's got all the. It's probably got probably more danky fruit smell than what you'd normally get from a pale ale. I'd say it's more heading towards what you'd get in a more of a more West Coast IPA. The Belch is very hoppy. Or what you get, like, you know, in more of a hop forward beer, more of a double dry hopped beer. It tastes like it's had quite some input of dry hops in this, you know, and it's really weird because you're drinking a wet liquid and yet you can tell it's been dry hopped. If you catch my drift, there are probably a few people shouting at the screen saying to me, "God, Spanner, what are you going on about?" But you know, I talk about things in a very different way. Jenny always says to me, I do analogies all the while, so I say, you know, this is like this, that, and the other. But yeah, this isn't wowing me. It's not making me think, whoa, who are these? And I really want to go and buy a load of these or whatever. But it is doing the job of quenching my thirst. Now, so now as we get down the beer, I'm getting some of the malts in there, now. And I don't know whether it's been a pattern. I don't know whether the beers I'm picking, or whether it's just that I have a really sensitive palate to pick out more the caramel malts. But this is, again, it seems like a standard sort of like malt to put in a lot of beers, doesn't it? Sort of like a caramel malt, a caramel. It is, yeah, it's hoppy. It's got a very subtle bitterness. Excuse me, I've been really tired doing these last few beer reviews. So like so it's like my words are coming out a bit odd. So I'm trying to keep the Spenno personality going and have fun and that, but like, oh God, I've just been very tired. But yeah, it's not really wowing me. And it's almost like there's a lot of flavours in there, a lot of hoppy flavours in there, but now I've got into the beer, they almost feel just a little slightly, I don't know, sort of slightly diluted, if you get me. It's like the flavours are there quite up front, but they're just a bit diluted. It's you know, I can't describe it. It's almost like if you've got a cordial, you can have a concentrate cordial. You can have a strong glass of it, and the flavours are there, and you can have a weak glass of it, and the flavours are there. They're all the same flavours. If you have it, because it's out the same bottle, isn't it? but one's more diluted. So the flavours are there, but it's a bit diluted. So it's almost like this is, the flavours that are in here could have done with just a little bit more of the concentrating of, you know, it just seems like all the flavours are there, but they've just been washed out a little bit by a slight dilution, but that isn't actually the case. It's not diluted, is it? But so I read what it says on the can. A super smooth pale ale. Now it did, when I first started drinking it, it was very soft mouthfeel, very lovely. But as I've sort of got down it, the dryness around it is sort of lingering, and the malts are not enough to take that away. What I like about a bit of dryness is that it makes you salivate. I do like a beer that's bitter and a bit dry, makes you salivate and want you more. But then when you sort of like get a sip of it, there's not really enough malt balance there to take away that dryness. So it's just a little bit on the seesaw of beer. It's just a little bit hot, you know, a little bit hopped, but a little bit washed out with the hops, if you understand me. This isn't like a knockdown. It's not putting the beer down at all, because it's subjective anyway. So who am I to say that the beer's good or bad? It's not about the beer's bad. It's just about it's a nice beer. It's a nice pale ale, but it's just a little bit too too washed out, really. It's like when I first tasted it with a big, nice, snowy head. It put a bit of nice, soft smoothness in it, but then it's like I've turned my back and someone's tipped some water in it. Do you know what I mean? And diluted it. That's all I can say. So it says, created with a wonderful, talented Pomona Island team, brewed using flaked oats and Munich barley for a silky smooth mouthfeel with a touch of malty sweetness. Now it does say a touch of malty sweetness, which it is. So it's not telling you, if you was to pick this can up and read it, which I do, I just look at it and I think, oh, that looks okay. I'll give that a go, see what it sounds like. I don't read the can. But if you was to read the can to see, then it is telling you that it has got a touch of malty sweetness. Hop notes of white wine and grape are balanced with tropical fruits thanks to Amarillo, Cashmere, and E1 Dorado, blah, blah, blah. And it says it's unfiltered and may contain sediment. Pour gently. Missed out on the sediment because I can't see any in there. Don't think there's any in there. Oh, there is. There actually is. Yes, there actually is. Look at it. Watch. Can you see it? Oh, look at that. Can you see it floating about? Oh. So we'll get down to the bottom of this beer and we'll whiz that up and see if we can mix that in. So that is definitely a plus side, that it's unfiltered. Is it unfiltered and fine? Unfiltered, yeah, it just says unfiltered and contains sediment. Yeah, so that is a definite plus side. I'm probably been a bit hard on this beer. I don't want to be. I've probably been a bit hard, but it's not wowing me. It's not wowing me. It's not got enough malt. It's not got enough maltiness for me, considering how sort of like quite aggressively bitter it is, if you know what I mean. It's not a pleasant bitter. It's like do we use the word astringent? It's like sort of metallic. Use the word metallic. I hear a bit. It's just a bitterness that's not like it. When I've had a West Coast IPA and the bitterness is there, I just almost want to put the beer down like that and stand back and just experience the bitterness. That is right. Here it comes. Here comes the saliva. Oh, it's great. It's like a rush, and then I want to get into it again as it fades. Whereas this is a little bit more, just give me a dry mouth, I want a drink of water. It's a bit like that. yeah, a real, very, very good hop forward beer, but diluted hop. It's just like the butter's been spread a bit too thin, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just a bit like that. But, you know, I wouldn't turn my nose with it. If someone says, what do you want? I say, I don't know, just give me whatever, and say, I've got one of these. I won't go, oh, no, I don't want that. I'll be like, yeah, that's all right, yeah, sound out of that, that's fine. It's left me so dry and thirsty that I'm looking forward to the next beer. So I'm going to end this review now, end this beer chat. I do apologise, Wiper and True and Pomona Island. Yeah, I've just got to be honest, but it's subjective. You know, somebody else might drink this, but I'll tell you one thing now. I did a review of the Hackney Church Brewery's Superfly, and once it went online and I'd done my thing, I then went searching for it, and every single person that's reviewed that beer has basically said the same. Wow, 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 what a beer. And they've all gone the same, orangey, smash of flavours, everything. So whereas I could talk about this beer and somebody else could do it and go, this is wonderful, amazing, or whatever. So it's all subjective. So don't dismiss this or anything like that, because it is a good one. And if you're not used to drinking sort of craft beer and you had that, it would sort of hit you a bit, and you think, whoa, yeah, you know, I might need to get into these beers. But for me, as somebody that knows what a really high quality sort of craft beer tastes like, that at 5.5% and the collaboration of two decent sort of breweries, I'd expect a little bit more. But fair play, and that's the Spenno's view on it. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and please subscribe if you like listening to me waffle on, because trust me, I'll do plenty of it. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Probably wearing the same shirt because I'm going to get another one out of the fridge. Love you. Bye.